Popped up on the left side of the infield. Rolling has this one sized up, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Joe Mauer digs in now. 0 for 1 so far. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a ground ball. Marte throws to first in time. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 4, here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Swing and a ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Rutschman at the plate now, and that's inside. A little bit high. Ball 2.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Up the middle. Sneaks through, base hit. Guerrero around second, headed for third. In there safely.
Back-to-back base hits. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here's Rafael Devers. And that's in there for strike 1. Checks his swing. Now would appeal to third. And yes, he did. He went around. A changeup missing. And the count 1-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Now the third baseman, Scott Rowland. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get...
That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Here comes the 0-1. Next offering misses down and away.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
There's 1. Got it. Double play. Right, what a twin killing to end the inning. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. Ryan back to work. Little chopper rolls foul.
Well, these players, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Happ under it, brings it in, and there's 1 down. It's Aaron Judge now. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
And Judge spoils that one. That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-1. That one missing inside.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Clips the corner, and now 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8. And here's the first baseman, David Ortiz. He's 0 for 1. They say you win. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And a swing and a miss.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
And
1 ball,
that skips in the
2
dirt.
strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Ian Happ. And that's outside.
That ball went out.
Ball 1.
You know, this group of hitters doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Happ lays off.
That's inside.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk. And here is Jacob Wilson. Flied to right his first time. And that drops in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
And there's 1 down. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Flied to left his first time. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Happ leads off first with 1 away. On the ground. Into the outfield, base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Carter in the box now, takes strike 1. That's a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Trying to check his swing. Appeal to third. No, he held up. The other way. Makes the catch for the second out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And that's a fair ball. The throw in. Hung up in a rundown now between third and home. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. All set for the top of the 6th. Now at the plate, Mark Vientos. That one at triple digits. .100 at the knees for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
And that chance handled. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Crow Armstrong. The batter now as he swings and misses for
0-1.
strike one. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. Back to the top of the lineup. Ketel Marte will hit next. 0 for 2 in this one. And a swing and a miss.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up into this point.
Strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
It goes down looking. Bottom of the 6th inning, and here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman.
If I retreat, then I'm worth is pulling the trees, and man, I want to be blameless. Strange and unashamed, is about as tame as a flame is. Timid as a lion, quiet as a hurricane is.
And there's the strike.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
0-1.
Next one is off the plate. 1-1. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
2 strikes.
Misses inside. 2-2. And there's the ball.
Full.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fast. Ball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. And it's Rafael Devers in the box, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Devers, in his 8th season, 28 years old. He's usually a third baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. Slings to first, and Devers is set down. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the third baseman, Scott Rowland. Just off the inside edge. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. He's got it, and that is out number 3. And we're back. Top of inning number 7. And now it's Christian Yelich. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Brian Roberts. Cut on and missed at 101.
0-1.
0-1.
Outside, that's a ball.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And now Joe Mauer. He's grounded out a couple of times. Late on that fastball.
Usually when a pitcher's had
0-1's
a
the count.
dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, James Wood. That misses the zone. Ball one.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better
Ball,
off
that's
taking that
upstairs.
pitch.
That's a little high, and it's 2-0. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure
balls,
where to look for
one
this
strike.
next pitch.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Tap in the box again, takes a strike.
There it was, a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the
To second, there's
That's
one,
out.
and that's two.
No, he's
I think
out.
4-6-3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play, but right there, very well done.
On the ground to third. Vientos whips it to first. We go to the eighth. Now, Ian Happ. Ryan back to work. Swung on, belted. Happ on his horse. High
Time
bounce, takes it over the
Out's
fence.
over.
That's an automatic
base.
double. Here comes Aaron Judge. The new pitcher in the game, Eric Gagne.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are
1-0.
just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
With the tying run at second, and we're in the top of the eighth. Outside.
Ball, that's out.
And that's ball two. Swing and a miss. That one at 101.
2 balls, 1 strike.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. And a 2-0
2.
count, you have to be ready to do damage.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Happ on his way home. He'll score. Hung up in a rundown now. Now he can't get back to the bag. Oh, no. A huge base running mistake there. Now here is David Ortiz. And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. A solo shot. And that's how they take the lead. It's 2-1. And now it's going to be Mark Vientos. Check swing, went around. Strike
0-1.
one.
Did he go?
Vientos tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he held back, according to Larry Bullard. Just
Ball 2.
missed. Still
We
only
got 2
one
balls,
out here in
1
the
strike.
inning. And misses
Inside, ball 3.
inside. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Bunt attempt popped up. He's got it, and that's the third out. Bottom of the eighth. Now here is Ketel Marte. Right through there for a strike. Next pitch is downstairs. Just
That's
missed.
outside.
Tap foul at the plate. Looking to get the tying run on base. Crow Armstrong under it. Makes the grab. One up, one down. Evan Carter getting ready to hit.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tie-in run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. And that's in the dirt. And now 2-1. That one missed.
That's inside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
In the air, left field. Marte hustling after it. Hauls it in, and there's two away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike. Hey! 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ripped to short. Marte throws to first in time. And Guerrero is set down. And that is that. All set to start the ninth in this one. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ketel Marte. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Line drive, base hit down the line. And a good start to the inning. Now it's Christian Yelich.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That one's in there. Strike one. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. Strike two.
0-2's the count.
Ball one there. Started to go at the 1-2. A check on it to third. He did not go around. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. At the plate, Brian Roberts. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
One ball.
In the
2
dirt.
strikes.
Bummer deals. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
2-2 the count.
This one in the dirt. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. Next pitch is outside.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Now he steps off. Nothing doing. kick, the 3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swinging at ball 4. That was off the outside edge. So here's the cleanup hitter, Joe Mauer. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. And that is that. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Leading off, Adley Rutschman. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. No outs. Runner at first. Devers now 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. So a change being made at first base. Pinch running here, Jose Ramirez.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here.
Inside.
Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
That's inside.
Ball 2.
Pitch
That's
misses,
ball 3.
and it's 3-0. And there's the strike. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Caught in a rundown now.
Full count.
Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out.
Ball 4.
Ball 4, he walked him. And that'll keep the line moving. So digging in, Scott Rowland. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Corey Seager. Big at bat for him with the tying run in scoring position. And the slider just misses. There's a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And a count 1-2. 1-run game, bottom 9.
That's ball 2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
On the outside corner, got him looking. James Wood, the next to hit. There's the strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
This one could be trouble. They're waving Ramirez home. He'll score, and they've tied it. Devers headed home. Across is the winning run, and they walk it off and win it 3-2.
Eso.
This situation, this guy's looking to put the ball in play and find
Duro, coño.
Well, he did exactly that. Drives into a very cool walk-off win.